mostly known for the Blue Shirt Man and the Is That Lucia debate, is a map that was made as an expansion to the critically acclaimed GTA 3, with heavy inspiration from films from the 80s, mainly being Scarface and Miami Vice. Eating neon from every street corner, the map is gorgeous, considering the fact it was made in 2002 on the Renderware engine, not afraid of wearing its Floridian roots. Complete with bikini babes, hillbillies, a celebrity guest appearance, and a whole lot of nasal therapy. But there's more to Vice City than Thomas and Miss Bad Luck, a game that everyone has seemed to sweep under the rug, despite it getting second best selling on the PSP, it being GTA Vice City Stories. Set in 1984, 2 years before the events of GTA Vice City, follows the events that transpired before the release of Tommy. You play as Victor Vance, the brother of Lance Vance. You know him, the guy that dies in the beginning of Vice City, the soldier who was dishonorably discharged for the actions of Sergeant Martinez, the main antagonist for the first act of the game and your senior, who tasked you with getting him some dank and a bitch for him, just so he doesn't take the blame. Being demoted to civilian, you go off to live in Phil Cassidy's old place, a friend of Martinez and general alcoholic with some slightly racist views played off as gang violence.
Now this used to be a fine country. Goddamn cholos, who do they think they are? Messing with me? Phil bitch killer Cassidy?
With his missions mainly showing you the mechanics of the game alongside some light hillbilly banter. It's a good way of easing you into the game, as they're quite easy apart from one mission that I'm still gonna bitch about later. He later introduces you to his sister's husband, Marty J. Williams, your average Floridian with 1950s flair. Through his missions, you meet Louise Williams, a run-of-the-mill crack fiend and your love interest for the rest of the game, with this blatantly being revealed in Marty's second mission, not far away, so stop the shenanigans. Vic eventually gets tired of Marty's cock blocking and starts to visit her directly, slowly getting to know Louise personally and her efforts to stop being trailer trash due to the fact that she has a kid. Yes, the only canon minor in a GTA game apart from side content and shit you have to read to find out. After a bit of courtship, Louise gets kidnapped by Marty ever since word was getting around that she was getting that soldier dick, and decided to put her in a brothy ever since she's been whoring herself on that Vic. You kill Marty and inherit his businesses ever since you're fucking Louise anyway. You then get a ping on your pager that someone's waiting for you at the airport. It's your brother Lance. The instant you try to leave, you are ambushed by the Cholo, who are dead set on killing you and your associates, leading to a shooting mission similar to one in GTA San Andreas with Big Smoke and the Russian Mafia, ending in you taking Lance to a hotel to rest his pretty head. At this point in the story, Vic is starting to be hot shit, getting recognized by another familiar face, Umberto Robina, a man with a testicle fixation and probably one of the most closeted homosexuals ever written.
Hey, I'm into men! Men proving themselves!
Oh yeah, sounds fun.
You run a few errands for him to gain his trust throughout his missions, with you having to fetch him a dildo while getting rammed by his boys trying to do the same thing, and fetching his dad who has a heart weaker than Rockstar's network security.
All this rushing, my heart, she's not so good these days.
In between this, you and Umberto's gang infiltrate the Cholo's weapon stash, leaving them a very special gift, killing all the Cholo bastards that stand in your way, making sure you leave the warehouse dry.
We turn the tide in Little Havana! The Cholos are finished!
While you're busy proving yourself to Umberto, Lance is making moves in the drug scene, something that Vic exclaims he hates every time someone even thinks of them.
I love you, man! No, not in a funny way. Ciao.
What was that?
Hey, I'm into men!
Lance, on the other hand, couldn't love them more. Being a booger sugar enjoyer himself, he gets caught up with Brian Forbes, a DEA agent that wants to dabble in the drug game for a bit of cash and has details on a very big coke shipment that could make them filthy rich. Forbes is also a very sneaky homage to Sonny Cricket, a detective in Miami Vice, even donning the same white suit with him driving the Stinger, which is similar to Detective Crockett's Daytona. A few missions in, Lance catches on that he's a Fed and was trying to run with their money. Vic, being the psychopath that he is, thinks death is the only option, but Lance decides torture is better. But with Brian knowing better than to fumble the bag, he tries to get you and Lance killed. Multiple times. With one mission literally sending you to a gay biker bar.
Kind ain't welcome here.
I want to bear back the little one.
You kill all the bikers, head out, and find that Brian booked it. Vic gets fed up and just kills the fucker. Something that should have been done in the first place, with Lance bitching about the whole situation.
I know there was something to this big shipment he was talking about, and I'm gonna find out.
After this, Quentin finds the big coke deal on his own, leading to a massive shootout at the airport featuring none other than the bikers.
Shit, stay.
Come on, big boy.
Go to hell. Don't get in our way.
Then after a buggy following mission, which eventually unlocks the second map of the game.
Ugandan get to Air Force. Commando! Commando!
And if you had played the first game, you would have noticed that the islands were unlocked backwards, coming from VC mainland to VC beach. Very clever leads. Lance then says fuck it, donning his full Scarface cosplay, ditching his glasses and Adidas shoes that really look nice, and was actually foreshadowed in an earlier mission cutscene.
Pink. No blue. No white. I'll take all three.
But just before he could start living his drug-laced dream, the Mendezes ask for a chat. Who are the Mendezes, you ask? Well, they're the biggest cartel operating out of Vice City at the time, the Mendez Cartel, led by two brothers, Diego and Armando Mendez, the better, more experienced version of your shitty gang. They stare the both of you down, telling you that if you don't shit out whoever gave you the details of their coke shipment, both of your lifespans could be drastically met. And in a rummage, Lance blurts out the first name that comes into mind.
Yeah.
It was Martinez.
Framing him of leaking the deal, which makes Mendez want to kill you and Lance less. Now under new management, you start a business that gives no effect to the precious payday, destroy evidence seized by the police with one of the worst helicopter missions, and body a pimp that thought he could be Pablo.
This is a private party, pal.
Yeah? Well, this is a public execution.
Holy shit! Get him, girls!
Motherfucker.
Lance, on the other hand, is handling the movement of the Mendez's drugs, while pocketing just enough for two. Remember that. He swindles you to do a fun little zombie frenzy for a movie director who's addicted to Kopo, giving you the contact of another director from Europe, Rennie What's-His-Face. I'm not even gonna try that. With Rennie being a typical powder-powered movie director, she makes me wonder if Vic is actually straight.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't sample it? Bro, what the fuck? Bro, you are down bad. I'm talking damn right. I'm World War II, bitch. Just straight trenches.
I mean, it's never confirmed nor denied.
One of the secrets that people don't tell you about rock stars, they have like all these really hot girls working there. And I'm like,
as Vic never really stops Rennie's advances, you could say he was just trying to secure the bag, but all I saw was a man whose life was changed by one visit at a gay bar. Most of her missions are a breeze to get through and are really fun, with you having to do a couple of stunts for her as Rennie was sexually harassing her previous stuntman, even sporting her very own The Boss Is Fucking Me assistant, Frankie, who's legit just a fag that likes Rennie. Don't cancel me, please. Please do not cancel me. And Phil Collins is in the game. You know, the drummer from Jedious. It's in the air tonight. No, Not Dead Yet tour. Yes, man, you guys are too young. Age cameo aside, you get the Kill Phil missions from him, which are okay. Apart from Kill Phil Part 2, that shit just sucks ass with you having to clear a big ass stadium full of hitmen, while being given an arbitrarily short time limit from the time you begin the mission. Meaning if you fucked up while getting to the stadium, the whole run will be pointless, as the game throws you a curveball near the end by making the last hitman have a key card that goes into the basement, revealing that there's a bomb being planted and you have to defuse it in time. As a reward, Randy gets you in cahoots with yet another familiar face, Ricardo Diaz, the fat man from the first VC game.
You know who owns the biggest dick on the East Coast? Me! And I want it to stay that way. Every smug from here to my has one dream, of biggest big.
What?
Huh?
The one man who has enough power to get you out of your drug-filled predicament, and the only big player willing to work with you. After all, the Pirellis haven't taken over Vice City at this point in time. You gain his trust by helping with an arms deal involving the DEA, get coke for him from the Mendez cartel, and cracking the safe of Armando Diaz in the mansion with the assistance of AI. But before you can go on to icing the fool, Rennie pings you saying she's in trouble for linking you with Diaz in the first place, but for the most peculiar reason.
Whoa, wait. You guys were an item?
Yes, but I could not deal with him. He talked too much. Beat me, Rennie. Spank me, Rennie. Blow coke up my ass, Rennie. It was too goddamn much.
Diego Mendez.
Jeez.
Helping Rennie with her guy problems, she legit makes you take her to the hospital and become a woman. Again, with her moving back to Europe to make fat stacks in the Twitter thought industry. After that, Louise gets a mad lady boner, asking Vic on a date, and as Vic is about to collect her, this happens.
Louise!
Hey, Vic.
Hey, where's Louise?
I don't know. Shit, that bitch ripped us off. I'll rip her head off.
Hey, she's clean, unlike you.
No, she is a drug addict. I'm just having fun. There is a difference.
Vic! They got Louise!
What?
They had me too. It was awful.
Who?
All these men all sweaty and hot, and well, nobody laid a finger on me, but they got Louise!
Who's got Louise?
They got her, and they said they'll kill her if you don't do what they want.
Who?
Armando Mendez.
Oh.
You and Lance then infiltrate the Mendez mansion, with the final standoff against Armando at the back of the mansion, which was painfully lackluster.
Do you think you're hero enough to bring back the dead?
Where are they, Armando?
They're upstairs resting, in peace. Would you like to join them? Senor, I assure you, they didn't feel a thing. Unfortunately, the same will not be said of you.
Die!
You have every right to shit yourself.
Burn!
Failing to kill Vic, you go upstairs to find Louise taking her final breath, telling Vic that he was the only one who actually cared for her, and to tell her sister to take care of the baby.
Make sure Mary Jo takes care of my baby.
Louise. Louise.
That bitch is dead.
Finally fed up with the drug life, you square up with Diaz, killing Diego and Sergeant Martinez because plot convenience, but not until after one of the best missions of the game, consisting of some helicopter gunplay while I Like It Like That by Pete Rodriguez is blasting on the radio. After that, you kill the bozos, with Lance arriving fashionably late, coming to explain that they aren't done just yet, which is the set piece that kicks off the first VC game. And with that, the credits roll. But throughout the game, you notice a peculiar trend. The pay is shit, with one mission literally making you fight for your life against the DEA, destroying towers that were collecting evidence ever since they bugged you and Lance, only to get a measly 300 at the end.
Oh shit!
I swear, at some point the game is just taking the piss, with the last mission of the game netting you a total of 5k, which for most of the game, you'd just be waiting for the precious stipend to kick into your account, it being from the game's empires. Now, the empires of this game are done really well. The love child of the gang warfare from San Andreas and assets from Vice City. The feature can be classified as its own game, because in this day and age, you could literally release the Empire side missions as its own game and gamers would eat that shit up full price. Not even gonna lie. You get introduced to the content through the mission to Victor the Spoils, a mission where you eliminate the remnants of Marty's gang, the Trailer Park Mafia, and launch the Vice crime family.
What the heck?
After completing the mission, the many different sites of the game become available to you, popping up on the map, with you indicated in purple, the cholos in yellow, the bikers in grey, green meaning for sale, and red belonging to the sharks. When beginning these missions, you first have to attack the business you want to take over by making the car that's parked outside explode. A way better trigger than kill X amount of people.
Congratulations.
Dispatching all the enemies that dare try the one-man army, with the cholos being the easiest. Wipe out all the cholo businesses just to have one less stress for the rest of the playthrough. They will usually throw one guy at you with a pistol, with the rest hoping they'll get a good smack on you. Then you have the bikers, having the most influence in VC mainland, who don't have that much of an arsenal consisting of pistols, scorpions, and micro SMGs. Not a concern until you see them coming in hordes, because what they don't have in strength, they have in numbers. With the final and probably the most annoying gang of the game being the sharks. These fuckers are brutal, carrying AKs and MAC-10s. They are a force to be reckoned with. Seeing them plow through a horde of bikers is quite hilarious, until it becomes your turn, spawning in with ranchers and zero will to live for as long as you're breathing. Now that you've successfully attacked the place, it's time to business, with you being given 6 choices: a protection racket, loan shark, prostitution, drugs, smuggling, and robbery.
Why you selling, my brother? Relax.
With the last 3 being unlocked along with the second map. You're then given 3 choices: small time, medium venture, and high roller. You'll be mostly waiting for the payday to hit for most of the game, as you'll be trying to make as many high roller businesses as possible, only for you to attack a business, be successful, then wait around for that sweet cash boost, only for you to come back with the site under construction by the fucking bikers. And don't think that once you capture the site that you're out of the woods, as you have to face the gang's retaliation from rival gang attacks. You'll be seeing this icon a lot on the map once you start actually taking the businesses seriously. The sharks being the worst defenders of this. Due to their speed and firepower, you're not going to beat them without at least a bit of prep work on your side, and the cholos being literal peons. There are also missions within the different types of businesses, with each mission increasing your reputation and amount of money you earn, with protection racket missions just being you convincing shop owners to pay protection to you, and scrubbing out anyone who tries to stop you. In the loan shark business, just being the mission repossession, tasking you with repossessing various vehicles and cargo from people that can't pay anymore.
One bully, Baba, one bully. Get out of here, nigga.
Prostitution being Rockstar's response to Crazy Taxi, with a small twist where clients will try to run away without paying, try to kidnap your girl, or straight up murder the whore, thinking that you got the clap. Some clients will ask for 2 girls, but that's about it, with the next 3 types of businesses being a bit different, requiring 6 missions instead of 15 for the max reputation. The first being drugs.
Is it fucking heroin? Is it the type of heroin?
Drug running mostly consisting of you making deals with the massive chance of getting ambushed by another gang or straight up ripped off in the process. Some of these will get interrupted by Hank and the boys, leading to a 3-star wanted level until you reach the warehouse. Next up, smuggling. Probably the easiest one of the later 3, as all you have to do is collect falling packages while getting a lead shower, which leaves the last one, robbery. Being my personal favorite and all over being the longest, you had to steal packages from unsuspecting couriers and steal entire money trucks, with the difficulty increasing the more you complete the robberies. But don't worry about the couriers, their AI is horribly broken, so you're just gonna wait for them to destroy themselves and just take the package.
It's been about 10 minutes. Just fucking die, bro. Just fucking die. Get out the car. Fuck you, sweet. What the fuck are you doing here? Alright. Alright, let me shoot your tire. I'm not allowed to kill him. I can kill his friend, right? Yeah, I can kill his friend. There, your friend's dead. Fuck out. Ha, Wima. Ha.
I opened the biggest string of brothies in the whole of Vice City, letting everybody know that pussy is priceless, pussy is precious, and overall, the pussy is free. But I guess with all the main content out of the way, it's time to yap about the gameplay. Being a mesh of GTA Vice City and San Andreas, the gunplay is quite fun, with the aim assist constantly trying to make you commit a hate crime, with most of the weapons being pretty shit. But I'll give you a top tip that the veterans use. During the mission "Oh Brothel, Where Art Thou?", buy more ammo than the game suggests. Go to the back of the trailer park to collect more ammo and get to blasting. Keep this shotgun fully loaded at all times, because this shotgun is the only one-tap gat you get during early game, clearing entire squadrons of bikers and cops in a quick and efficient manner. It also has a big spread, allowing you to knock down 4 enemies at once with shells to spare, with the only upgrade for the shotgun being its Gopnik brother, the Spaz. Exploit this to the best of your abilities until you unlock the AK. You'll thank me later. The rest of the guns are okay, sometimes feeling like they're just there to make the weapons list look long, with the melee weapons being no different. They're all crap. Regardless of it being the baseball or the chainsaw, it just lacks that violence that Vice City captured so well, and feels like a kid's toy with the enemies shrugging your efforts off like it was a light graze. Just find the axe in the construction site and call it a day, as it's the only melee weapon that can destroy things in one go with the shortest animation. Or, if you're a Sleeping Dogs fangirl, you can fuck the weapon and get your hands filthy, with a very satisfying grab mechanic that works most of the time. You'll be beating bitches like the Equalizer, but the same can be said for the NPCs, as this is a 3D era GTA game, with the NPCs stun locking you so hard you'd wish you just used a shotgun. Which brings me to the AI. Boy is it fucked. Almost every enemy invasion that happens was fucked, with the enemies losing their parking and driving out of state, just to return and pass by again, making you wait for the inevitable return RPG in hand. During any chase, the AI seems to forget about realism and immersion, opting for some hit scan bullshittery that'll put source games to shame. With a quick fire rate compared to the player, you'll see yourself running away and scanning for cover, with missions themselves being pretty jank. This game is one of the jankiest GTA experiences that I've ever played, that is officially released under Rockstar, because I don't think anything is about to top GTA Kupiansk. It literally makes me wonder if the problem was the fact that I was emulating this. Yes, I was not about to do Boomshine Blowout from the start 3 million times, fuck that. Which brings me to the game's missions.
You got some Cuban in you? You look like you got some Cuban in you, lady.
No. I'm from Ohio.
Don't riz me. Don't come by Ohio.
Most of the missions are legitimately fun, with you doing batshit insane stunts to sniping spies like a low-budget John Wick. But some missions make listening to Sheveshit's discography a much more enjoyable way to waste your time.
Sheveshit.
Oh, gelebeletse camera ke ra wana be. Oh
Sheveshit batata.
Shita wana man. Taka wana man. Topless nigga wana man.
For instance, Boomshine Blowjob.
Phil, what's going on? You're a mess.
I'm not drunk. I'm just resting my eyes.
Being a surprisingly finicky forklift mission that has you take crates of moonshine from one corner of the building to the back of Phil's truck while the factory's burning down. In theory, it's not too bad, but in applications, the controls are cooked. Driving one of the worst forklifts to ever be built, it feels like driving a wine glass. Extremely top heavy and to be handled drunk, because you're not gonna want to play this mission sober. The forklift randomly gets stuck on walls, casually trips on nothing, and has a deep-seated anger against being told what to do. Working about 20% of the time, you'll be trying to align the forks to the crates, and a very unforgiving timer that can randomly spike at any time. This is not the only bad mission though. We're everywhere. This mission is another to add to the arsenal. A mission where you have to secure the Mendez cartel's coke that was busted by the cops with a helicopter that suffers from constipation. Being the first helicopter mission of the game, it sucks donkey dick. Slow as shit without cargo, then a literal crawl when packing. But then the game suddenly makes the man that's been moaning in your ear get attacked, meaning you have to go and get him before his life bar is empty, with the fucker not even acknowledging your existence, which leads to moments like these. The game has more of these travesties, but at least they're far and few apart, making for a pretty okay gaming experience without you wanting to dome yourself. With the first actual celebrity cameo in the game, Phil Collins, there are a lot more stars than you'd think in the game. with the lovable Gary Busey and Danny Trejo coming back to reprise their roles along with Luis Guzman, and you know that no one else can capture the pure fuckery that is Lance.
Alright, baby. This is the Lance Vance dance. You got to, alright, pop it and lock it, yeah. Wow!
So this is where the coke is going? Up your nose?
With vibrant views, mentally unstable missions, 80s aesthetic, it captures what GTA Vice City had, but puts its own spin on it, giving the Vice City map an actually fleshed out story, despite the map being smaller than my self-confidence. At the end of the day, the game is amazing, and it's sad to see it's being overshadowed by its older brother, GTA Liberty City Stories, which is a good game, don't get me wrong. Hell, it got a proper PS2 port, not the improved lighting that VCS got, but it has seemed to take in the spotlight of the portable GTA experiences, even though being jankier than VCS and having an honestly weaker story to tell. But I'll tell you this, grab your PSP, grab a copy, and get going, unless you scum of the earth and just emulate the thing, which is what I did. Aside from the game having pretty shitty AI and overall the most boring police force in the whole 3D universe, you're gonna have fun reliving this game. Now go, fuck off, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I need the money, and I'm starting out in this bullshit, so I need the subs. Give me the subs. I want them subs.